Hi, I'm Natalia Gray. You're watching YouTube and this is my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope that you enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Shout out to my top 3 commenters on my previous video. On this set we're going to be doing, well, it's not even a set, it's just a 3D acrylic flower, and I've chosen a lily for this design. So I'm using peach puree for the main petals, and I'm using my size 4 3D WowBao brush. I'm using just a backing paper for sculptured tips, and I'm just pinching that so that it's just more rounded, so that when the flower goes on the actual nail it's not flat. The petals are hugging the nail, if you like. So I'm just taking a bit of that backing paper off and placing the stick a bit on the other side, just so that it stays in place. And I'm just rolling it around with my fingers now, just creating that kind of surface that I'm looking for. Okay, so just a quick one. Don't pick up a bead like this and put it straight on, because it will feel dry and won't stick, and it will just not work. See? What you want to do is you want to wet the surface, just not not a lot, just damp, and then you're going to pick up your small bead and place it on. Can you see how easy that went on? So I did make a mistake on the first petal. This is the first time I've ever done a flower like this, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm showing you guys my first attempt at it, and then if I practice, I'm going to show you maybe in a week or two what it then looks like. So this is my very first attempt at this flower. So I'm just drawing out my petal, the sort of shape that I want. And just playing with it with that size 4 brush. Now I'm going to do the other 2 base petals. So on a lily you've got 3 that sit behind, and then you've got 3 that sit on top in between, if that makes sense. So this is my first 3 petals that kind of like act as the base, and I want them all to be the same shape and the same size. Okay, so now I'm doing my first petal on the top layer. And I want this to be the same sort of size as well. And then I'm just going to do my other 2 petals for the top layer. Now that we've done the petal base, I'm going to get a nice bright pink. I've gone for Lollipop. And I want to work with really tiny wet beads because this is just going to be a colour wash on the petal. So if you study the petal, you will see that you've got the petal and then you've got the darker colour that goes just in the middle of that sort of middle vein. So I'm just colour washing that on, creating that darker pigment. Now for the pollen on this flower, I've gone for a yellow. I think the pollen generally is an orange, but I am going for a yellow. I've chosen Daisy. And then I'm going to work with really tiny beads, so I'm literally just dipping the edge of my brush in, and then I'm going to drain that because I want it to be quite dry. I'm draining that on the kitchen towel, and this is going to create the little pollen. So I've cut that one in half, it was too big, so I'm just going to stick it on, and that's going to be my little pollen stick things. Now I'm going to get our yellow gel, liner gel, and I'm just going to draw little lines to the center of the flower, and this is the pollen stem. And then I'm going to get the pink gel liner, and I'm going to put little tiny dots on. Now if you do look at the lilies, you'll notice they've got darker little specks like freckles, and this is what I'm just adding on right now, just tiny little touches. On each petal. And then that's my flower finish, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button for notifications on our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.